Welcome to another episode of Geeks Corner. Now we're going to start off today with Drake and Apple Music. Drake's latest album, which is called Scorpion, actually pulled in a record 170 million streams in its first 24 hours. And impressively, 76% of the traffic was from Spotify, despite the fact that they claim they have 120 million more users than Apple Music. So it's definitely a good day for both Drake and Apple Music for the listeners. Instagram's been busy adding new features to their app lately. However, a new report shows that they may be working on a new feature which allows a person to actually ask questions whilst they're watching a video. A screenshot that's actually been shared by Android Police shows that users can actually send a question to the owner of the video with a screenshot of what they were actually on at the time and ask them a question, and they can be replied to directly as well. And on Friday, we saw a new rumor that expected the new iPhones to actually feature dual SIM. One of those will be obviously an embedded SIM actually being placed in the actual phone already by Apple, kind of like what they have with the cellular Apple Watch, but also the standard SIM tray for users as well. At the moment, this is obviously just a rumor, but it's interesting to see if Apple actually goes ahead with this one, and it will save users obviously having to worry about changing the SIM every time they change the phone, and obviously that's another port that they can then finally seal up to make it more waterproof if they go ahead and actually remove that feature in the future. And whilst we're on rumours, another report shows now that Apple's actually going to be rebuilding the Maps app from the ground up. Now, this isn't actually quite surprising, as when it first came out, thinking about it logically, we've seen several reports of Apple having vehicles on the street with cameras everywhere. And so it looks like they're going to be doing their own version of what Google has been doing with their maps, so you get in better views and everything. Currently, Apple sources their data from several places, so it takes them a lot longer to update anything or any changes on the maps. And by doing it this way themselves, they can actually update the feature themselves. Now, this is obviously going to be rolling out in the US first with the vans. Hopefully, we'll see this more globally. I know from personal experience, when I try to use the maps, there's several things that's wrong with it. We've personally notified Apple to update some changes, but have yet to see those updates. And obviously, that's going to be another symptom of the problem that Apple are actually facing when they're crowdsourcing their information. So it's good to see that Apple actually taking this on board and be hopefully a better competitor against Google Maps. Well, that's it for another episode today, guys. Now, for any of you who actually follow along on our website, geekscorner.co.uk, you'll be aware that we've been running a month-long giveaway in June. We actually started a few days early at the end of May as well to give users plenty of chance. And we will actually be giving away some AirPods. So what we are now going to be doing is announcing the winners later on today on our Twitter, Facebook, so you can actually come along. If you've entered, then thank you very much for taking part. And like I said, we will be picking the winner and announcing them later on today. So all the best for everyone. And thanks for listening, and I will catch you on the next one.